ago and far away is made possible by grants from the National Endowment for the Humanities, the Arthur Vining Davis Foundations, this and other public television stations, the George Gund Foundation, and General Cinema Corporation, and the Neiman Marcus Group, who are proud to help families explore the timeless world of children's stories.
Let's talk seriously about silliness. The word silly is defined as foolish, absurd, and ridiculous. But a mere definition doesn't do justice to the word. You have to experience silliness to understand it truly. I myself would be happy to demonstrate for you, but I'm afraid I'm never silly. Well, almost never. Sometimes maybe, but not more than seldom never. As for often never, never. Well, occasionally, but no more than anyone else, if that much. My friends Frog and Toad, however, are almost always silly. They're the best of friends, which means they're silly together. I don't know why, but being silly seems to be an important part of many friendships. Perhaps it's because good friends spend so much time together, they become silly in the same ways. Or as one might say, similarly silly. Well, it's time to begin our story about Frog and Toad. I expect you to watch with the utmost seriousness. Do not, under any circumstances, laugh or become silly.
What a fine garden you have, Frog.
Well, yes, it is very nice, but it was hard work.
I wish I had a garden.
Well, here are some flower seeds. Plant them in the ground, and soon you will have a garden.
How soon?
Quite soon.
Cover that up a little bit. Now, seeds, start growing. Now, seeds, start growing. Now, seeds, start growing!
What's all the noise?
My seeds won't grow.
Well, you're shouting too much. These poor seeds are afraid to grow.
My seeds are afraid to grow?
Of course. Leave them alone for a few days. Let the sun shine on them. Let the rain fall on them. Soon your seeds will start to grow.
Drat, my seeds haven't started to grow. They must be afraid of the dark. I will read the seeds a story. Then they won't be afraid. He saw a brilliant rainbow stretching across the sky. I've heard, said the frog, there is a cave filled with gold at the place where the rainbow ends. Sweet little seeds, I love you so. Are you afraid of me? Why don't you grow, oh, oh, grow, oh, oh, grow, grow, grow? Will you grow? When the air does laugh with our merry wit, and the green hill laughs with the noise of it, come live and be merry, and join with me to sing the sweet chorus of ha, ha, he. What shall I do? These must be the most frightened seeds in the whole world.
Toad, wake up! Look at your garden.
Oh, at last my seeds have stopped being afraid to grow.
And now you'll have a nice garden, too.
Yes, but you were right, Frog. It was very hard work.
Then the brave knight rode against the dragon with all his speed, thrusting his spear straight at the fiery dragon's jaws. But it broke to splinters against those brass-like scales.
The people in this book are brave. They fight dragons and giants, and they are never afraid.
I wonder if we are brave. We look brave.
Yes, but are we?
We can try to climb this mountain. That should tell us if we are brave. Toad. Hold it.
I'm not afraid.
Me neither. Whoa. Whoop. I'm not afraid.
I'm not either.
Whoa, let's get out of here. I'm not afraid.
Hello, lunch. You look tasty. Oh, come here. I want to nibble on you. I'm not afraid.
Who's not afraid? Flippers, don't fail me now.
It's an avalanche.
I'm not afraid.
I'm not either. I'm not. No.
Oh, boy.
I'm not afraid. We're not afraid.
We're not afraid. We're not afraid. We're not
Frog. I'm glad to have a brave friend like you.
And I'm happy to know a brave person like you, Toad.
Presenting the greatest toad in all the world.
Hooray for Toad!
Toad will now play the piano very well.
Frog, can you play the piano like this?
Oh, no.
Toad will now walk on a high wire and will not fall down.
Frog, can you do tricks like this?
No.
Toad will now dance, and he will be wonderful.
Frog, can you be as wonderful as this? No. Frog, where are you? Frog, what have I done?
The greatest Toad will now...
Shut up! Frog, Frog, where have you gone? Come back, Frog. I'll be lonely. Come back. Oh, I'll be lonely, Frog. Come back. Frog, where are you?
I'm right here. Wake up, Toad.
Frog, is that really you?
Well, of course it's me.
And are you your own right size?
Yes, I think so.
Frog, I'm so glad that you came over.
I always do.
I have something to show you. It's a book about Frog and Toad. Looks familiar, doesn't it? That's because the film you just saw was based on this book. Now, how do book characters like Frog and Toad get into a film? Well, it's not easy, I can tell you that. I was in a book once and they had to pry me loose with a crowbar and then squeeze me to get me to fit into that. Anyway, with Frog and Toad, the filmmaker decided on a different way. He made small clay figures that could be manipulated in various ways and then filmed, one tiny movement at a time.
Oh, me.
My idea of the perfect puppet film is a film where the audience forgets that the actors are puppets.
Oh!
My two favorite friends, Frog and Toad, live inside this book.
Boy. Oh.
Everything was based on Arnold Lobel's illustrations. From these, I tried to create a real little world, one different from ours, one that a child would love to live in. Arnold's illustrations of Frog and Toad are actually memory sketches of old friends. Like all of us, they've put on weight as they've grown older. Here is Arnold's illustration of Frog and Toad having tea. And this is my version. The first version of Frog and Toad looked quite different. Separate faces with different mouths were used. The faces were held on with magnets and were changed in sync with the soundtrack to make them talk. The final Frog and Toad had flexible faces.
Oh. That's rotten.
All of the puppets started out as ordinary clay. Later, a resin mold was made of this clay frog. Here, my wife, Nikki, is pulling Frog out of his mold. He's now made out of a very flexible foam latex. All of the puppets have internal skeletons called armatures, made with hand-machined ball and socket joints.
Huh? Oh.
I make my own armatures. Here I'm setting up the lathe with a piece of brass. It would be nice if machining a ball joint went as fast as it does in time-lapse photography. And here's the finished frog bone. A good armature is important in producing smooth animation. It must be finely tuned, not too tight, not too loose. Since all the animals have armatures, we needed nearly 1,000 hand-machined pieces.
Oh, really?
Toad, don't be silly.
I'm not.
We've asked Frog to demonstrate a simple arm move. 2 gauges locate the beginning and end of the move. If Frog moves his arm in 1 second, it takes 12 moves, 2 frames per move. Frog,
Yes.
make the move slowly so that we can see the 12 different positions. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
Oh.
12. Now, Frog, do the 12 moves in 1 second.
Whee!
Frog, come down from there. You can't fly.
Yikes. Oh. Frog. Oh, don't be silly.
On this editing machine, we can count each frame of the soundtrack.
Oh, yes, there will.
The voices are recorded before shooting on magnetic movie film.
Yes, there will. Why would say you?
There are 24 frames to a second, so each sound can be numbered on an exposure sheet. When you're animating, you simply keep track of the frame number and its corresponding voice sound. It isn't as hard as it seems. Inside Frog's head is a mechanism that allows me to shape his expressions simply by pinching and pulling on his face. A special tongue depressor helps me to pry Frog's mouth open to say,
Oh, yes, there will.
expose 2 picture frames, and it's back to the exposure sheets to start the next move. The cycle starts again.
Oh, yes, there will. Because I've sent you a letter.
It's magic when you can take a puppet and develop a definite personality with it. The very first step is acting out the part.
Then you get out of bed and let me get into it. Because now I feel terrible. then you get out of bed and let me get into it. Because now I feel terrible.
All of the water effects were done with a beam splitter. What's a beam splitter? Two prisms glued together to form a glass cube. In this shot, we're seeing two images at once. The landscape is in front of the lens, while the prism reflects an image of the water from the left. In the front view, the water area is painted black. Here is the water area to be superimposed over the front view, the landscape. The waves on the water were made with this ripple glass, which was put in front of the camera and moved very slowly. When Toad swims, he is actually suspended in space. The water was way off to the left of him. The entire effect could only be seen through the camera, which joined the two images. It's hard to relate to the water when the water is across the room. This will give you an idea of what's involved in producing one shot. This is the shot from the beginning of the film where Frog runs over to Toad's house. I always animate with a ritual. First the body move, then the little leg move, then the little arm move. I always gauge the size of the move with a tongue depressor with special marks on it to keep the moves even. Now it's time once again to expose another picture frame. Since Frog is running fast and each move is a large one, I'm exposing only one frame per move. This shot has 125 frames, so Frog is moved 125 times. And Frog was accident prone.
Wow!
Now it's time to take the film to the laboratory to be developed. Most labs develop during the night so you can see your film the next morning. And now the tense moment when you first see the results of 12 hours hard work. 5 seconds of animation. Frog and Toad are friends took 1 year to make. There are 25,000 different picture frames. I don't have to do this for a living. I could starve instead.
Oh.
Let's see. Now, it takes 12 hours of work to make just 5 seconds of animation with 120 separate shots. That means that 1 minute of animation takes 12 days, 1/2 hour of animation takes 360 days, and 1 day of animation takes 47 years with no vacations. Ooh, better get started. Okay. You start sitting there with your little chair, your little table, and alley-oop. There, okay. That's one down and 2,073,599 shots to go. Whose idea was this anyway? Okay. Now wave your little hand. That much at the wrist and a little more at the elbow, like this, and ba-boom.
Long Ago and Far Away is made possible by grants from